Right, welcome back here to Court 1, where we've got Derby Phantoms 2 against Bedford Rangers. I'm finally joined by a second person.
By Emily's friend.
Yes.
Yeah. Emily and Kath back for more chatting while Dodgeball happens in the background. I'd have thought, actually, on current form, Rangers strong favourites in this match. Rangers, I think, are, for me, potentially, again, team of the season, with putting out some really, really strong performances, potentially a bit above expectations.
Well, they did in the Spartans game earlier today.
Oh, and then
they played Derby Phantoms 1 and they lost 16-6. So
we've all been there.
Yeah. And it was one of the. It was odd. It wasn't. They still played well, but maybe like not quite as well as they did against Spartans. So I think it depends. But then Derby Phantoms 2 have had Storm and Bedford Mighty Eagles. So
yeah,
not a great day to set you up for this game.
Yeah, but we are 5-on-5 now. Stone Street. You could see how much she thought that catch was coming straight in her crotch, but unfortunately she got away from her. 3 balls to Derby Phantoms, calling back to set for probably a single ball release.
Yeah, you would imagine so at this stage of the game.
Yeah. Oh. Great power from the middle there from Derby. Good hit on Shine.
Yeah, Reeve taking that hit. She's got a lot of hits as Reeve from the middle.
Yeah, I think one of my observations, sort of having played in this league for a while, is I think everyone's throwing 20% harder this year. Like, it's just the single ball catches. I don't know if it's me. It might be a skill issue, but they're just not there anymore. Like, and Reeve's such a brilliant example of that. Just full confidence, straight power, straight down the middle. Unfortunately, commentators cast 2 catches from McMaster. Oh my gosh! They had a great cover throw from Zeeley.
Yes.
Just took her out. But talk about game-changing play there from Lisa.
Yeah. Yeah. It took 3 balls to get her out, and she took 2 players with her.
Yeah. No, love that. And also really good communication to the rest of the team who let her dive for that second ball, which is so important in that if another teammate had made that catch, it would still be a catch, but Lisa would have been out beforehand, whereas now Lisa is just out for the hit. And Zeeley's been called on that.
Called for a skim hit, I think, so.
Yeah. Well, it was looking like Derby Phantoms were leading in this one, but suddenly, good movement from Shine there in the middle, and no back line fault.
And that's time. So, 2-0 to Rangers.
As per the serial killer notes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that, a weird, second, like from 30 seconds to a minute and a half, weird.
Yes.
Otherwise, Bedford looking really in control.
Yeah. Yeah, so massive credit to McMaster making those 2 catches and switching that game around.
Yeah. Nearly a beautiful quick start there, but O'Neill not quite got hands to the ball there. So 3 balls go to Phantoms. Again, lovely control. Using that big arm in the middle again, but Shine just steps out the way. Will we see a running counter from Derby on this release? 1 ball from Crede. Rangers have done well there to get 3 balls back out of that.
Yeah. Obviously, they're at the right side for it, so while there's quite a gap to the back of court, one side does have a wall, one side does have a net, so you do get slightly better retention on the side of the net.
Yeah. 3 balls again for Rangers. I think both teams happy. Yep, another single ball release. I think one of the differences you're seeing in approach is that I think Derby know they have a couple of really big arms they can play centrally. So there's a lot of releasing from the middle, whereas Rangers seem a lot happier to release from 1, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Which means more people are sharing the load. Doesn't necessarily mean you've got your strongest arm throwing every time, but it's harder to predict.
Yes.
To play against. Yeah, so, but again, it works. Like, you give Reeve the ball, she hits people.
Yeah. Yeah, despite the fact that Reeves has thrown the last 3 balls, Shine doesn't see it coming.
No. I think as well, potentially that we know Shine's got really good catching in her. That kind of curse between, if I take that, that's a really important player off the board. But we're less than a minute in.
Yeah.
And a minute and a half, are we?
Yes.
Yeah. And doesn't need to be going for that right now. 2 balls onto Smith, but they don't find her. Yeah, Rangers really are using the fact they've got the wall behind them to their best advantage, I think. Big release from Smith, well capable of those.
And a lovely cross-court from McMaster takes out Paisley.
Yeah, Paisley, I think, nearly had that catch, but Dunn was right on top of her, so it would have been short-lived had she managed to make it.
Yeah, and I think she was looking at Dunn out the corner of her eye and it just distracted her. Oh, and a lovely stop from Stone Street, high on Nat K.
I do think that's one of the areas where the women's game's got so much stronger over the last 2 years. Confidence in throwing at shoulders.
Yes.
Because actually people are getting hits there now.
Yeah.
I think previously people have been too worried about getting caught at the chest or at the throat, haven't tried it, but it's really effective. That was a beautiful release from Stone Street. 4 balls to Rangers, spread the call along. Pre-throw from Smith.
And then the 3-ball attack gets her out.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really fault her on that. She really committed to that release, but she did then leave her back open to Kurde on the far side. 3 balls to Derby. More high releases. Good hold call, very clearly communicated from Rangers, and Dunn accepts that.
Yeah, 3 seconds left, so that's why Reeves has gone up and thrown a ball.
Yeah, which is fair enough. Had to try and make something happen. So 2 sets in.
4-0.
Yeah. Confidence seems to be increasing for Rangers.
Yeah, so like obviously last time they played, Derby Phantoms actually won the game, and they won it 12-8.
Yeah.
So it's already looking better for Rangers compared to the first time these teams met.
Yes, you can see Derby Phantoms are sort of a notoriously controlled team. It's very much how their club coaches, and one of the reasons why their women's ones and their men's ones especially are so hard to beat, which is not to overshadow anything that their seconds and thirds do. However, you can see them trying to do that. They're very good at taking the pace off the ball, like coming forward for their release when they've got phase 1. If Rangers keep up this momentum, does that mean that Phantoms are going to have to look for a bit of a paradigm shift?
Oh, she's done it again!
Yeah, arguably a cover shot from Derby would probably been worth it there. But yeah, well done. Credit's back in. Smith, understandably looking a bit miffed by that one.
Oh, the
catch by Reeves. And I think this might be very well how this game goes. They're confident in their single ball releases, but the more catches are made, the more catches you're going to see.
Yes.
Both these teams believe they can do it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're switching again. So Rangers now down by 1. And they're very intent in throwing over Stone Street's head.
Yes. I think we know she can drop catch. Therefore, you want to go for shoulders. But I think they haven't so much been shoulders as at least we won't get caught at this stage.
Yeah.
Which, you can't have a perfect throw every time. It's a big ask.
Yeah.
So will we see where they try and I think really changing up that target.
Yeah. Yeah, the one thing you don't want to become in dodgeball is predictable, because then people know exactly what you're going to do and they can react to it. So like that, we've just said that Reeves been throwing every time when they've had the 3. Stone Street knows it, and she just needs to watch one player therefore.
Yeah. Paisley did well there to capitalise on the confusion to hit Dunn. Yeah. Maddie Smith realised which ball was coming first, but I think hit her just slightly too high.
Yeah. Bobbled up a bit. If the other ball hadn't come in, she probably would have got it.
So it is a credit to Rangers group throwing that they managed to immediately put her off. Big 2-ball release. Nice, I'd have said.
Yeah, lovely from O'Neill. Very good at those lateral dodges.
Yeah, I would say probably on average height, Rangers are one of the shorter teams in the Women's Super League.
Yeah.
And God, do they use it to their advantage. They're just really good at using both huge laterals and their levels to make them incredibly difficult to hit. Really good commitment there from O'Neill. Knew the pre-throw was coming in, but 3 through anyway. Bounced, but a great hit on K. We'll get there. In my defence, they're facing the wrong way. Yeah, committed release. There we go. Paisley and Lund take out O'Neill, sorry.
So 4 balls to Rangers. Got about 20 seconds left, and they're up by a player.
Great movement there. Yeah. There we go. There's Shine showing what she can do. Straight over Paisley's pre-throw. The 2 left wing take him out. Beautiful play from Rangers. I think it is confident. You can feel their natural pace is slightly faster than Phantom seconds, and they are really comfortable in it.
Yeah.
Lovely use of levels there. Up
and that's time.
And whistle.
And they're just looking more confident.
Yes.
From the start of the season, like they really struggled, and their heads dropped. The mentality was awful, but like just the turnaround for this week, it's just excellent.
Yeah, and I think so. In contrast, I think you can see that Derby are getting a bit jittery. Every one of these catches that aren't quite sticking, like the hits where they thought they were probably going to dodge it, it does seem to shake.
Master going fishing.
Yeah, slightly too far for Master. I mean, can't fault the impact she's had on the game already, but our own coach taking the mickey slightly there, a bit of a fish.
Yeah.
Yep, Smith taking good advantage of the court position she managed to get, but well blocked by Stone Street. 3 balls to Rangers.
Oh, lovely hit from Shine on Lunn.
And I think that's a really good example of just putting your whole arm through it. Like, can Lunn catch there? Absolutely, but she hasn't this time.
No.
And therefore it was worth going full power at her and just seeing what happened. 1 ball release from O'Neill, well blocked by Kay. Again, I think Stone Street demonstrating how difficult she is when she uses that ball to block. So good at getting her feet out of the way. She's a really effective wing player, but for that survival.
Yeah, then Creed getting the block, and Stone Street managing to place that ball really well. Stop Smith capitalising on that pre-throw and getting a catch.
Paisley has found Shine this time. So we're back to 5 players to Derby, so they are 1 player up. I would say looking, without wishing to curse it, a little more settled this set.
Yeah.
There we go.
They're catching out.
Catching out for Smith. That may well be the settler. We know she's really capable of doing those kind of plays. And when you're 1 player up every day of the week, catching out. Good movement from O'Neill. They'll set with 3 though, yep.
Yeah.
Ball retrievers, gets the ball in.
There was no good open target there, so no point in releasing. You're essentially just giving possession back to Derby at that point.
Again, good committed releases from Stone Street O'Neill, but confident dodge. 4 balls to Derby, let's see what they go. I would say probably only a 2-ball release for me in this scenario, because they have got that player advantage. That'll do, to be honest.
Yeah,
and as you'll see, held opposite Crede, so she neutralised that threat off the ball as well, because Kay and Reeves well capable of punishing if she chose to release. Again, huge commitment on the releases. Made Zealy move, but didn't find her.
Yeah, but another 2-ball attack at Zelly, so it'd be nice to see them try and change that up on the next throw.
Yeah.
They've only got 25 seconds left, and they're 2 players down.
Yeah, so I think at that point, Kay with the hit on Crede maybe? I think we missed that slightly. But Derby were in the position to burn balls, so essentially just release some balls near O'Neill, job done. Another huge step from Zealy, good work there. They will have 3 balls. They probably won't even need to throw if they take their time a bit.
No, 3 seconds left.
You can see them watching the ref. There we go.
So,
much more settled from Derby Phantoms.
Yeah, so Derby Phantoms finally on the board.
Yeah.
So 6-2. Yeah. But, potentially that could be the momentum shift, and we'll see how the next set goes.
I think certainly there are a few plays there which will have given players a lot of confidence. Smith with her catch, really good. The dodging, I think really, that backcourt dodging was potentially what kept them in it long enough to feel confident in the sets. There's nothing worse than realising you're 2 or 3 players down inside the first minute and then being like, right, we've got a lot of work to do whatever happens. So still Reeser in the middle. McMaster, I think, did well to put herself back there.
Yes.
But does need to keep on top of herself so as not to go fishing for those.
Yes.
We know her skills are not in question, but she needs to keep herself on the boards to make those impact in those sets.
There's one thing, sometimes you make too many catches and you become overconfident, and then you start going for ones that you shouldn't.
Yeah. And it is a quick fix, isn't it? If you can make a catch, it's always great. But I think, there we go, really nice release from Rangers. Good communication on the counter. Great. I think it's feeling very, both of these teams are happy to throw 2 balls and then happy to counter, which is less common in Women's Super League. So it's nice to watch a game where it feels like both teams are getting really stuck in and are not scared of releasing. Great hit from Shine.
Dodge.
Amazing dodge, but they do find the feet of
O'Neill.
I was like, McMaster, no, she's over there. And she's blonde.
And they're all level.
All level! Oh. I think it was a good choice to really commit to ball releases.
I assume there's not much time left on the clock.
Yes, because there's a lot of chaos right now, but it is all played into Rangers' hands. There we go. So I think actually that was a good example of teams understanding where they are in a set, because it looked quite settled.
Yeah, for a while.
And then suddenly, 1 or 2 key hits for Rangers on Derby, and Derby have to commit. They have to go. Few wild releases, and that's fine. And they did what they had to do to try and make an impact.
So yeah, so that is half time, and the score is 8-2.
Yes, I could probably go and find out the Spartans Bedford Eagles score if anyone knows. I'll go and have a look. It's 5-3 to Spartans, and there's a time stoppage for reasons. Yes, I think slightly flatters. Have you turned your mic off? All right, Emily's eating. I'm going to talk by myself. I think potentially Derby were unlucky to go into a short set at the end of that half. They had a lot of momentum from that previous half, so they are going into the second half 8-2, which is fair enough. But I think if they can hold on to that start momentum shift they had got from that second to last set, this second half should be an awful lot closer. We are also going second half where Derby may be able to use the benefit of the back wall. It's still a long way away, but as you saw from that previous set, like you do occasionally get balls rolling back in, especially if you can encourage a couple of blocks there as well. You can use that to your advantage to remain in possession. So it'll be interesting to see whether the switch of sides also has a bit of an impact that favours Derby Phantoms. I would encourage people to put stuff in the comments, but I haven't got my phone, so I can't read them anyway. So I hope you're all enjoying it at home. And apparently it's a really nice day out, so, you know, if you're not, you could go and do something else. Or you could go onto the stream on court 2 and just rewind the last 20 seconds with, to be fair, an absolutely ridiculous catch from Elisa Storch.
And we do also have court 4 being streamed
on the stream,
now.
court 4 on stream. Who knew?
Unfortunately, no scores because we've only got 2 tablets.
Excellent. But you know, it's progress, guys.
Yes, exactly.
More dodgeball for all.
Yep.
That is the aim.
And if you would like more commentary on the streams, why don't you volunteer yourselves? Because we could get commentary on all 3 streams as well if we had enough people. So
Emily's really friendly. As you may or may not have gathered from her commentary, so you should definitely come and commentate with her.
Yeah. So,
here we are.
We go again.
3 balls to Rangers. Red ball's on court, but that's going to get thrown out. Yeah, big release from Stone Street. Again, people are very confident throwing these slightly higher balls. 2 hits, and to be fair, 3 hits is why, because I think Maddie Smith's got 2 hits. And then someone took out Shine on the left-hand side. I didn't know my left and right.
Flipping it. So suddenly Derby are 2 players up.
So confidence, we would argue, yes. Yes, Derby have come into the second half with confidence. Single ball, no, double release, love that, and a hit. There we go. I think this will be really key. We talked about Derby playing with a lot of confidence in those slightly slower plays, but once you get up, you don't need to slow down. Great dodge from Lunn, has to be said. Really good movement. But yeah, Derby don't need to slow down here. They can keep releasing multiple balls and get those hits, get the sets, and they are in the game. But get the momentum, They don't need to worry about whether it's winnable or not at this stage. It's well doable. But what they don't want to do is just rest.
Yeah.
I think Paisley made a very wise decision there, which I personally would not have done, which says a lot about me as a player, and chose to reset with 4 balls rather than just nailing Crede.
Yeah.
But there we go, exactly, that's what they do, and they can take the trades. Lund put her whole arm through it, and they felt, I think, Kay got the hit, but it's because there were multiple balls there that she couldn't take a catch.
Yeah. So just Bartoff left in, high over Paisley.
Yeah. Here we go.
She's got to throw another.
She's got to throw at least one more. Good and smart. She's going to set for a catch.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we would all do.
Yeah, so she throws high over Kay, and it just prevents Derby from coming up and being able to do a running counter.
Fake and then 3 ball release. There we go. Reset. all the balls now.
Play 2
But
called.
catching out, it's still on. There we go. No hits, but that suits.
Yeah.
That's fine for Derby. And another big debate in the dodgeball community, when you have whatever your safe call is,
Yes.
is this the time to use it? Or do you just try and hit him? But I think whatever happened there worked for Derby.
I think
Good choices.
It's one of those things, it depends who you're throwing at. Like,
Yeah.
if I was throwing at my master, you'd probably just go, actually, should we just hit her?
Yeah, because if we have one ball slightly less safe, she will catch
then
it.
she will take it. But
And Rebecca's well capable of that as well, so you
Yeah.
can see that all around her.
it's one of those things that
Oh, a single, I would have
Yeah.
said, is a bold choice. Yeah.
And there's 15 seconds left, so there is going to be at least one more attack.
Derby bringing, I think,
Play 2 called. Oh, on time.
Oh.
I was slightly off.
I was going to say, because there was comments from the Derby box, I was like, if Emily is right, that's the wrong answer.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. All
No.
credit to Dom Smith having slightly more accurate timekeeping than we're managing to do. But there we go. But I think, yeah, as we said, Derby have maintained that confidence, understood that the last short sets are, to some extent, a lottery.
Yeah.
Like, doesn't detract from great plays people making them, but you can never guarantee a short set.
No.
3 balls to Derby, going for a quick start. Yes!
And it's working out.
Yeah. And then Kay apologises, but covered off that not getting caught
Yeah,
there, so they
it was one of those
maintain their
things-
player advantage.
Like, it wasn't catchable, and the only thing that was going to happen there was potentially stopping the catch from being
Yeah.
taken, or potentially hitting Bartov. So I'm kind of like, I'm not mad about that.
I'm not mad about that. And they've done good dodging, 3 balls in hand. And I assume time stoppage for tape, fair enough.
Yeah.
You go, Mac.
And this time I stopped. I got time perfect. So.
Oh, well done, Emily. Yep, release in the middle. As we were saying, I really thought Paisley was going to drop for that catch, but I think she made a really good choice. And again, you'd have forgiven Shine for trying to go for
Lund.
Smith there,
Yeah,
or Lund.
yeah.
But they've set and now they've got 3 balls. Single ball release, blocked by Kay. Ball stays in Derby possession, so 3 balls back to Rangers.
Nice throw.
And Rangers are 1 player down for reasons I don't remember. But
They got
anyway.
hit at the start. Remember? It went up.
Oh yeah, with the quick start. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I remember that. Grand.
Yeah.
Oh, great honesty by Reeve.
Yeah.
And I think, but was on her feet. Got the
Yeah,
jump
yeah.
in. Good throw. So what this will really come down to is, can Rangers either find a slightly different gear
Yeah.
and press back on Derby in a different way, or just stop them doing what they want?
Yes. Oh, lovely.
Ah,
So Smith gets a nice hit on Bartov, but then O'Neill gets the hit back on Smith.
And you can see that Smith thought that was a take.
Yeah.
But again, it's good to see both teams being very positive and proactive. Exactly, they're playing very positive. They want to hit people. They want to catch people. And because they know this game is still on.
And then 4 balls now to Rangers.
5 balls to
5
Rangers.
balls to Rangers. Yeah, it was a very odd throw from Derby. I'm not sure that's what they wanted to do.
Really good use of a delay ball there. I think Lund. I think good work using those levels and.
But she
50-50.
It's one of
she
the things she committed so far to the left. There was nowhere she could go after when they released the delay ball. Yeah, and Rangers doing good jobs, resetting for the 4. They're up by a player now, and there's only 30 seconds left.
Yeah, perfect. I do think that control. Great hit by Paisley.
And dodge.
And dodge, yeah. Great pass. You can compliment McMaster on her control to not get drawn into mad singles in that previous play. Gave Rangers possession, but now.
Yeah.
Caught in 2 minds, little bit fishy. She put the big lateral in. Whether it would have clipped her, too hard to say, but probably could have left that one. And now Derby can just do what Derby do best. There we go, played out the time.
Yeah, interesting that Rangers at the end there went for 2 different targets, so we've got a timeout being called. Because they only needed 1 hit to level it.
Yes.
So I understand maybe like they're like, oh, we must hit 2 people to get a win, but when you're already up in the game, I would have said use your 2 balls, absolutely hammer 1 person, and then you've drawn the set and you're still where you were at the start of it.
You wonder whether some of that confidence you felt was lacking maybe in the first few sets from Phantoms, like, can we actually hit these people?
Yeah.
You wonder whether some of that's creeping in, because it's so hard when you have a ball in hand. Sometimes it's like the hottest thing in the world, and you're just like, I just need to throw this and hit someone. But yeah, I think certainly that momentum has moved. Derby now looking calm and confident. Rangers, I think they're still well in it. They're keeping their heads together, but there's just a few choices, as you say, where you're like, I don't think you'd have done this in set 3 of the previous half, and they need to find that mojo again. Excuse me. There we go, so we're going to start lining up again. So we're 6 all? 6-8.
8-6 to
8-6 to Rangers. So as we said, Derby didn't need to panic at half-time because they're now well in it. This is genuinely anyone's game. And I think hopefully that timeout is enough to just tip the balance back, and Rangers will maybe find something out of this.
Oh yeah, Reeve just...
Yeah.
She as soon as she stuck her hand out, she regretted it.
Yeah. And it is and as I said, it's that desire to impact the game early doors, get ahead. It gets us all.
Yeah.
It gets us all. 3 balls to Rangers. Nice areas. And as you can see, Rangers are not afraid to just get home.
Yeah.
Get home and get out of the way. They know that Phantom's going to be happy to take territory on those wings. And they want to play from back of court, which I think is the right call. There we go.
Lovely catch.
Yeah.
I think
Paisley just needed a minute to be like, yep, that's what I just threw.
Yeah. Nice hit there and done.
Yeah. And this is what we mean, like tit for tat. These teams aren't letting their heads get away from them. 1 player advantage to Rangers. 3 balls from Derby. Single ball release, I'd imagine. There we go. Lovely areas from Smith. And you see, Rangers not interested in the countering game at this point. They've got that player advantage. Oh! Well read by Kay.
Yeah.
Great hit on Smith by
Stone Street.
And then Kay, knowing that they can't afford to let us get away by more than a player or so, taking that revenge immediately. And then lovely movement. Great work.
And a hit on Egan.
And that, I think, validates how Rangers were playing the previous minute. Really good work on the run and counter there by Phantoms, and good confidence to follow through with it, even though they knew they might not get get enough balls back. Great blocking from Kay. They're going to do it again. Set, and that bounced, so that's fine. Called it off. 3 balls to Phantoms. Evens on players.
Yep. Play 2 called. So will Rangers opt to do something, but they go for the pre-throw.
Well thrown through by Lund because they're on play ball, and it she knows that Kay would have got caught if she hadn't released. So that's good. That's well played by Lund there. Oh! Excuse me. Huge.
Kay makes a hit on McMaster and gets the catch off Bartov. So suddenly
2-on-1.
Yeah.
Game-changing play from Nat Kay there. Well done, sir. To be honest, they don't need to hear. How many times as a coach have you been in the box saying that you do not need to hit them? 3 balls to Derby. They will need to do a release. Great block.
I clipped her hair. So
I think, to be honest, Derby did really well on that final play to control it enough. I think a purposeful safe throw by Azili, and then you can almost see Reeves just put a bit more in to get it over the top of Crede.
But it was really that play by Kay that absolutely turned that game around there.
Yeah, so McMaster and Kay here looking to be the playmakers in this game. I think we just got a slight pause to find an extra ball, because it is always... Rav, I think that's in! Is it not? No, that's a different one.
No?
Sorry, I realised I just shouted down the microphone. Apologies,
It's
everyone
alright,
at
we
home.
found it behind the...
Behind the things.
It's always behind the little cushions at the back.
Yeah.
So yeah, so 8-8. I believe there's 2 sets left.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Emily's got, I was going to say 3 minutes. No, that's on her 3-minute clock.
I've got 5:10, but I think that's slightly off.
Okay.
But I definitely think
a
there's 2
set
sets.
and a longish
Yeah.
set. Like, so we're not going down to a minute just yet. Now, coaches' minds will be thinking of the table.
Oh, and they're getting a nice hit on
Great hit.
Egan. I mean, she's really hard to hit usually, Egan.
Yes, yeah. No, and you can see she's a bit annoyed about that one, but you know, she put in a big movement. Great movement from Reeves. It was a nice areas from Crede. Now, as a coach, 2 sets left. If you win one each, it's a draw. If you lose this set, what do you do? And that is like,
Yeah.
we don't need to worry about that just yet, but you know that both the boxes are starting to think along those lines.
Oh,
Great
lovely
catch
catch from
from
Lun.
Lun. We know she's well capable. She's pleased with that little booty on the back track there. Momentum, I would say, thoroughly with Derby, although McMaster with a great pre-throw hit on Kay. So only one player in it. Do not count either of these teams out until the whistle goes. Yep, strong
Single
release.
down the middle, but easily dodged. Derby up by 1.
And again, now you're thinking that, when do we start throwing 2? When do we start trying to get back in on players? How long have we got? Nice. Obviously still happy to have 2 at this point. I think we'll be looking for a counter from Rangers on this release. Yep.
Yeah, done a little bit wide of anybody there.
I assume that was called as a single because Craig didn't do much, but I think Paisley did a really good job of shutting down this right-hand wing.
Oh, oh no, great hit.
And then, Ollie, I'll happily say that I was wrong. Rangers were right to wait.
Yeah.
Even on players now, and there cannot be that long left of the
1
set.
minute left.
1 minute left of the set.
Play 3 called for Derby. Oh, and they get hit on Dunn, but so did Lund gets hit as well. So it's still 3-3.
Will this go down to the wire? Whoa,
Double
2.
block.
I think a purposeful delay. I like that. Not mad at that. But Derby now have 4.
But only 3 players.
With only 3 players. Oh, catch from Crede!
Lovely. So
There we go.
2 players down for Derby. There's 25 seconds left.
But we've got Reeves and Smith. We know they both can catch.
Whoa.
Ooh, the confidence on the one ball. I could
Yeah.
never, but great throw from McMaster. And, yep, they can stand for a counter here. They've got that advantage. Catching out.
Yeah,
Catch and
out.
roll off, but you know,
Just Reeve left in
Take
5
it.
seconds. They don't need to do anything, and that's time.
that's time now.
Ooh.
We think there's about 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
So there'll be about 1:40 when we get going.
Timeout called.
Timeout called. Correct decision. Emily Busby is doing you all a solid and is going to find out exactly how much time we have left, so we're not chatting out rubbish. 2:10. That makes much more sense than what I heard. Fantastic. Okay, so answers on a postcard. Rangers with control that honestly I envy. I do not have that in me. Take that set. They are now 10-8 ahead. If they draw this set, they win the game. If they lose this set with players on court, they draw the game. Rangers are higher in the table than Derby Seconds.
No.
No.
Nope.
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Derby Seconds currently 7th.
Oh, and
Rangers are 9th.
Oh. So.
Because, and the difference between that is that Derby Phantoms have a draw and 2 wins, and Bedford Rangers have 2 wins.
Wow.
It's
okay.
really tight at the bottom of the table.
Yes. Yes. From 9th upwards, it is tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Derby can go on to damage limitation.
Yes.
Get a draw out of this.
Yeah.
that's fine. But if Derby need to stay in or up, stay even or up,
Yes.
for this to be worth their time.
Yeah.
Really?
And
Wait, so
Rangers,
actually maybe
the pressure's on Derby.
yes, the pressure's on Derby to make clever decisions. I'm not gonna like shade them by saying make the correct choices, because God knows, like you don't know until afterwards whether it's the right choice.
Yes.
But they need to be smart. And I would say that is nice because there haven't been many quick starts this game.
Yeah.
Had a decent start. Smith hasn't made connection, but nice. And now they can set up for the counters. We know that's been working really well for them.
Oh, and a lovely hit from McMaster and
Lovely
Kay.
hit from McMaster.
Oh.
And I think that confidence
Yeah.
may well be what sees this set out for Rangers.
So Derby just one player down.
Still throwing singles, potentially setting up for a counter now.
Yep.
It's
1.5 minutes.
So, if you were in a normal set, you wouldn't be worrying at this point in a game.
But
You're
it's not
in
a normal set.
Okay, fine then. I won't come back. I'll leave you to commentate the other one I was supposed to do with you by yourself. Right, still one player down. Single, 2-ball release. Yes, McMaster is not letting this get away from her if she can help it.
No.
Knows they've got 4. Takes that core position. Big 4-ball release.
Yeah,
Three-ball release.
3-ball release. And then Reeve
then
throws
very-
a single at Dunn, who blocks it quite easily.
Yes, I think I completely get where Reeves coming from. They're now going to set with 3. Very good from Dunn to just do that. So,
Oh, nice hit.
yeah, good target choice. Like, we know Bartov can take them, but not this time. But still, 1 player up for Rangers.
Oh.
2 balls on ball, like that. Shut the counter down.
30 seconds left.
1 player
Derby
up.
only down by 1. Still lots to play for.
Yep, Dunn comes back.
3
Big
balls.
movements.
3 balls on O'Neill. She dodges lovely, but it gives Rangers 5 balls with 15 seconds left.
But this is what I'm talking about. Derby Phantoms 2, thank you. Positive dodgeball the entire time, looking for those catches. And they get to this, but you know, they knew they had to do something. And they've done it. It is unlikely that Reeves... There we go. Unfortunately, there you could hear the desperation in Reeves' voice.
Yeah.
But I think, what a game.
Yeah.
What a
Absolutely
game.
Amazing. So turnaround really. The story for me today is the absolute turnaround in Rangers' fortunes. They've really come back from a low mental place to absolutely smash today's league fixtures. Losing to Spartans by 1 set. They got the same score against Derby 1s as they did the first time around, and then taking a win against Derby 2s. I'm very interested to see what happens next time round for Bedford.
Yeah. No, that was fantastic. And I think as well, while clearly like we were streaming at microphones, there are a few absolutely clutch moments there.
Yeah.
I actually don't think anyone on that court had a bad game.
No.
I think both teams played very intelligent, very positive, very front foot forward dodgeball, and it was a pleasure to watch.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop talking because I think I've run out of salient points.
Yeah. So next on court, we're going to